So recently I did a video about Paperlike and talked about how it ruins the Apple Pencil, literally destroying the tip of the Apple Pencil all the way down to the metal after long-term use. How it's pricey and needs to be replaced just as often as cheaper screen protectors and is not worth using, but a month later, I'm eating my words just a little bit. Let me explain. Tony here, we talk art and design tech. Consider subscribing. In this video, I'll be comparing the Paperlike matte screen protector to the no screen protector iPad Pro glass surface after 3 months of use. I'll be using the iPad Pro 2018 and the iPad Pro 2021 models in this comparison. When I took the Paperlike matte screen protector off of my iPad Pro, I noticed immediately there was a difference, especially with the texture or the lack of texture. In a previous video, I mentioned that the bare glass surface of the iPad Pro had more resistance, new out of the box, but over time it wears down and it becomes super slippery. I'm right-handed, and it felt like I was drawing with my left hand. My hand was swiveling all over the place, which is great for gesture drawing and rough sketches, but when drawing on glass, adding detail was much more difficult. I just found myself hitting a wall and unable to really have a lot of control because of the glass surface. To correct this, I found myself either holding the Apple Pencil very firm to draw details with more control, but I ended up drawing super rigid, or having a looser hold on the Apple Pencil to draw more loosely, but unable to draw details at all. I tried drawing the Harley Quinn character about 4 times, and I guess instead of the 3rd time being the charm, it's really the 4th for this example. So I'm going to show you the first 3 attempts that I took with the iPad Pro glass surface without a screen protector. In this first attempt, I wanted to do a standing pose. Although it was difficult drawing on the glass surface, I really approached this exactly the same way that I would if I was drawing with a matte screen protector or a traditional sketchbook. Starting with the rough sketch, then blocking out the basic forms, and then adding color. I will also mention in these first few examples, I made a custom brush that I created to look and feel just like a mechanical pencil. This brush is narrow and precise, and it's primed for drawing detailed, clean lines. Click the card above to find out how to try it out for free after watching this video. This drawing easily exceeded 30 to 45 minutes over what I would have taken to sketch out the rough sketch. You'll see me cleaning up the drawing at this point, and the biggest takeaway, in my opinion, is that it just feels stiff and lifeless. I was unsatisfied with the stiff pose and quickly moved to the second attempt. Clearly, I am a glutton for punishment because here I am again trying to draw on the glass surface. Why? You'll see in this example, I actually traced a reference drawing to establish the basic form. After the last attempt, I had 0 patience left and wanted to get right into the drawing as quick as possible. You'll see in this example, I'm using multiple layers for my lines. I'm also using a completely different brush here that is thicker and tapers on both ends. In the previous drawing, the lines were too thin and it was taking way too long to build them up. This drawing has way more movement. The facial features look a bit better as well. It also felt more like editing than drawing. I was unable to really clean up the drawing to the level that I would have liked to without having that same control that I would with the screen protector to erase away and really shape those lines. In this attempt, I was really worn down, but I decided that I could still do this. I used another picture to get the form down. I had a hard time finding the exact pose I wanted. Although I was getting more comfortable with this style of drawing and editing at the same time, it didn't feel like art. It felt like I was doing photo editing, and it really took away from the excitement for me. I felt I had to do this to make up for the lack of control that I was having on the glass surface. It just seemed much easier. I started to define the features of the face, adding rough details in the clothing here, and I was able to get a lot of movement in this one, and I really enjoyed the overall movement. But this was as complete as I was able to get it. On to the next drawing. In this drawing, I put the Paperlike screen protector back on the surface and I found it to be much easier to draw. Paperlike really doesn't feel like paper, but the smooth surface with a bit of resistance kind of feels like wax. Going from glass to this, it made it feel like I was drawing again instead of photo editing like in the previous drawings. I was able to block out the form fairly easy, draw out details of the face, and get all the details I wanted a lot faster and more efficiently. Question of the day. Out of these 4 options, which one do you like best? Put it below in the comments. Do I like drawing on glass? No. Do I need a matte screen protector for my process? Yes. Is that Paperlike? For me, if you want the answer to that question, watch this video